Hello and welcome to Knit and Crochet with Joanna. In this tutorial we are going to learn how to crochet this very pretty and easy shawl. And it's not only a shawl, it's also an infinity scarf. 2 in 1 and very practical. This here is the shawl and here starts the infinity scarf. My infinity scarf has a height from about 41 centimeters and it's height enough to use it also in the winter time as a hood over your head. The total height from the infinity scarf and the shawl is about 84 centimeters. I used acrylic yarn for my project. I think it's about 1000 meters and hook size number 4.5. Let's see how we create this really pretty shawl and infinity scarf. Let's see at first how we crochet the pattern for the shawl. And I use for this now a lighter color because I think we can see it better than the darker color in front of the camera. We start with 4 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I go back to my first chain and I do into this first chain 1 double crochet. 1 double crochet into the first chain. Here are the 3 chains that I skipped. I count this 3 chains as a double crochet and 1 double crochet into the first chain. So I have here now 2 double crochets. In total I need 5 double crochets into the same chain. 2 are here, so a third double crochet into the first chain, a fourth double crochet into the same chain, and a fifth double crochet into the same chain. With the 3 chain stitches I have now 5 double crochets into the same chain. Chain 2, 1, 2, and into the same first chain again 5 double crochets. I insert my hook into the chain and I do 1 double crochet, a second double crochet into the same chain, a third double crochet, a fourth double crochet, and a fifth double crochet into the same chain. We have here now 5 double crochets, chain 2, 5 double crochets into the same chain. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I turn my work. I count the 3 chain stitches as my first double crochet. I continue with double crochet, but I work from now until I have the desired measures for my shawl, always here into the back side from the chain. I see here my chains. I don't work normal as I do it always. I turn a little bit my work and I see here my chains. We have here a V and this V is 1 chain. 1 thread is here in the back side and 1 thread is here in the front side, and we are going to work under this thread in the back side. I start with increases. These 3 chain stitches are my first double crochet and I do 2 double crochets into the first chain. So yarn over and we work into the back side under the back thread here our 2 double crochets. 1 and into the same chain the second double crochet. So I have in total now here 3 double crochets into the same chain and I did my increases. I continue now with double crochets. We work always under this back thread from our chains. So into the next chain 1 double crochet, into the next chain 1 double crochet, into the next chain 1 double crochet, and into the next chain 1 double crochet. So here are now the 2 chains from the last row. Here I do again increases, and this is the middle of my shawl. So also here I see my 2 chain stitches. Into the first chain I do 2 double crochets into the same chain, always in the back side of the chain. 1 double crochet, and into the same chain a second double crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2. I go now to the second chain stitch from the last row. Also here 2 double crochets into the same chain. The first one and the second one. And this is how I did my increases. I have now here 2 double crochets into the first chain. I did chain 2 and 2 double crochets into the next chain. We continue normal with double crochets until we reach the last chain. In every chain 1 double crochet. So, and here is the last chain. We have here the 3 chain stitches from the last row. Into the third chain, into this last chain, we do again increases. So into this last chain, 3 double crochets into the same chain. Also here in the back side from the chain. 1 double crochet, the second double crochet, and the third double crochet into the same chain. And actually is this our pattern. We did increases in the beginning of the row, in the middle of our shawl, and at the end of the row. Increases at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of the row, until we reach the desired measurement for our shawl. We are going to do these increases. Let's do again one row together. At first chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I turn my work. These 3 chain stitches counts as a first double crochet. I do my first increase, so 2 double crochets into the first chain, always under the back thread. 1 double crochet and the second double crochet. And with the 3 chains we have now 3 double crochets into the same chain. This is our first increase. We continue now with double crochets in every chain until we reached here the 2 chain stitches from the last row. So in every chain from the double crochets a new double crochet. Always under the back thread from the chains. 1 double crochet in every chain. So, and here are the 2 chain stitches from the last row. Here we do the second increases. So into the first chain from the last row I do 2 double crochets into the same chain. 1, 2. Now chain 2, 1, 2. I go to the next chain from the last row. Also into this next chain, 2 double crochets into the same chain. 1 and 2. This is the middle from our shawl, and we did also here now increases. 2 double crochets in one chain and 2 double crochets in the second chain. This is our increase. We continue with 1 double crochet in every chain, and in the last chain we do the third and last increase. In every chain 1 double crochet, always under the back thread from our chains. So, and here is the last chain. Into this last chain now 3 double crochets into the same chain. 1, 2 and 3, and we did our increases. It's very simple and easy because we have to repeat only this one row. Look here, this is the front side of our shawl. You see we have here thicker double crochets. When I turn this, we have here a line with thinner double crochets, and this is the back side. This is the back side, this is the front side. So we continue now. We repeat always this one row. We make increases in the beginning of every row, in the middle of the shawl, and in the end of every row. When we start the row, in the middle, and when we finish the row. Continue this until you have your desired measure for your shawl. The shawl is growing up, and I have now a width from about 87 centimeters. Now I don't want to continue with a shawl. I want to start to crochet an infinity scarf. This here is the back side of my shawl, and this is the front side. Here in the front side, the double crochets are a little bit thicker, and here in the back side you see it's different. So in front of me is the back side from my shawl. Now I want to connect both ends from the shawl. So here is one end, here is the second, and I do this with a slip stitch. At first I insert my hook into the last chain. This is my last double crochet from this row, and I take now the second end here. My last double crochet here in the second end are the 3 chain stitches. I insert my hook now into the third chain. This is my last chain here, and I do 1 slip stitch, and from now I can start to work in rounds. Chain 2, and I count these 2 chains now as my first double crochet. So here is 1 row. Here are the last 2 double crochets. Between the last 2 double crochets we have a space. Into this space I crochet now 2 double crochets into the same space. I insert my hook into the space and I do 1 double crochet and the second double crochet into the same space. I go to the next row. Here are the last 2 double crochets. Also here between this last 2 double crochets is a space. Also into the space 2 double crochets into the same space. 1, 2. This is the next row. Between the last 2 double crochets is a space, into this space 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Here is the next row, also here. Between the last 2 double crochets is a space, into this space 2 double crochets into the same space. And I'm going to do this now with every row. Between the last 2 double crochets into the space, I do 2 double crochets into the same space, and I do this until I reached here, the middle from my shawl. When I am here in the middle, I do into this chain only 1 double crochet. I started with 1 double crochet, the 2 chain stitches in the beginning of this round, and the second double crochet I'm going to make here into this chain, and then I continue normal with 2 double crochets between the last 2 double crochets from every row. Here 2 double crochets, here 2 double crochets, here 2 double crochets. In every row I go into the space between the last 2 double crochets and I do 2 double crochets, except here in the middle from the shawl. Here we do only 1 double crochet, and the second double crochet is here in the beginning, the 2 chain stitches. I am at the end of the round. Here are the last 2 double crochets into the same space, and I'm going to finish the round now with a slip stitch into the second chain here. With these 2 chains I started this round. I insert my hook into the second chain and I do here a slip stitch, and the round is complete. In total I have 100 double crochets. This is enough for me because I don't want my infinity scarf too big. I want it close to my neck so it's warmer for me. If you want more weight for your infinity scarf, you can crochet more rows for your shawl, so you have later more weight and centimeters for your scarf, and then you can start to crochet your infinity scarf. Or before you connect both ends, you can do between this both ends, before you make the slip stitch, 8, 10 or 12 chain stitches. So when you make chain stitches in between of both ends, then you have here, like me, 2 double crochets into this last space, and then you make in every chain, for example if you have 8 or 10 chains, in every chain 1 double crochet, and you finish the round same as we did it here with a slip stitch into the second chain. Now at first I'm going to turn my work, chain 2 again, and these 2 chains are always for this infinity scarf our double crochet. Now in every chain 1 double crochet. From now it's really very easy. In every chain 1 double crochet, and you continue with double crochets in every chain until the end of the round. Whenever you are here at the end of the round, you do into the last chain and double crochet, and you finish the round with a slip stitch into the second chain. Then you turn again your work. When you finish a round, you always turn the work, and then you start with 2 chain stitches for the next round, and then again in every chain 1 double crochet. You do this until you have the desired height for your infinity scarf. We turn always the work when we finish a round, so we don't have here a not so nice line. We will have a clear line when we finish our rounds. I continue now with my infinity scarf. I don't know how many rounds I need. I don't know how high or tall, I don't know how you say, I make my infinity scarf. I'm going to finish it at first, and then I show you how big my infinity scarf is. My infinity scarf is now completed, and I did in total 30 rounds. My infinity scarf has a height from about 41 centimeters, so you can use it also as a hood over your head. The total height from the infinity scarf and the shawl is about 84 centimeters. It's really very pretty and very, very practical. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I say again, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please push the like button, subscribe the channel and let a comment. Thank you for this time and till next time.